The A-League's had, hit a few road bumps over the years with North Queensland going under and obviously the Gold Coast situation. I mean, how do you think the competition can be improved? Is it a marketing thing, or is it sort of more marquee players, or?
Oh, I think it's so broad we can improve it in every sort of area. It's not in one particular area. It's a difficult scenario that we're in. We're in a very, very competitive market with obviously the rugby league and the AFL, that are sort of sports that are inbred in the culture in Australia, where probably the football has been brought over from Europe, from immigrants. So it's something that I think we have to understand where our niche is in the market and work at that little niche, and not try and compete to beat the other sports. We need to find our own little niche in that market.
And just, I guess, looking at the whole Australian football landscape for a bit, you came in '98 the first time. We still hadn't made the World Cup. There was no A-League, Soccer Australia, and then you look today, so much change. I mean, what's your view on how that's all happened? I mean, is it still sort of comparable to when you first arrived, or?
No, as I say, it's evolved into a professional game now. The way that the TV Fox have done obviously a fabulous job in promoting it via TV and the media, and so that, as I say, I think it's an NSL, but it's really polished now, and with good professional people involved that have got time with it. Back then it was more part-time.
There's been some criticism recently that Australia's no longer producing sort of that top tier quality player who can play in the Premier League regularly or in top European competitions. And you've been at the New South Wales Institute, you've been at Sydney Olympic and the NSL and the Sydney FC. Do you think we're still developing those kind of players, or has the pathways changed?
I think there's them out there. I've got to be honest with you now. I think we need to get more of them into the A-League. I think that's maybe everybody's responsibility, clubs and coaches, to start to develop a young talent. There's a bit of a fear of, maybe that's been brought on by a lot of coaches, being totally reliant on results, and so probably gone on the side of safety, right? And brought in players that they know what they're going to get out of, and it's been to the detriment of our younger players. We need to start blooding them younger ones earlier. People like Viduka, your Popoviches, your Vidmars, your Muscats, Slaters, Arnolds, they was all playing at 16. We look at Tom Rogic, who's an exceptional individual, as being a young player in our competition now, but I think he's 19 years of age. As I say, Graham Harlan and that probably had maybe 100 appearances under their belt at that age. So.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for chatting to the Royal.
No problem.
Thanks, Ian.